Stephen Walsh. Colm, cornerback.
Stephen Walsh, goalkeeper.
So Maradona 7. Well, the 2 kicks, 2 knees, 2 shoulders, and a header. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take 1. Oh, yeah. Ready? Oh! We're playing that way. Well, that was a good one. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Shite.
Take number 72.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you take it. Give me the ball. Ready? I got it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to Stephen.
What are you?
So Stephen's been working at Fit 100 for like ages now, and Stephen has a YouTube channel as well, which I'll leave in the description and put the end and put at the end of this video.
So yeah, been working Fit 100 since February. Sports scientist.
Head of youth athletic development. That's the one.
Can't forget that one.
Yeah. So he's got a new course starting next week as well for anyone who's interested. Introduction to strength for kids, 12 to 15?
Tuesday, 5th of June.
Tuesday, 5th of June,
12
yeah.
to 15.
Lots of interest already, so it's great. Looks like the first one is almost full.
We've got a couple of spaces left.
But we'll put on another one, and it'll run for the summer as well, so looking forward to that.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Alright, you'll see more Stephen now on the vlog as well, so talk to you later. Oh, we're here as well, so like look at all the concrete floor. We just want to get our floor in to finally be able to move in all of our equipment. So like, I don't know if you can get a feel for how big the space is here, but like the space is absolutely huge. And I'm going to bring you downstairs now because Owen's kitchen, he did his tour recently and his kitchen is almost done. He's just hooking up the gas, and once he's hooked up the gas, he's ready to go. So here we are, literally down the stairs from the gym, through one door, through a second door, and here we are. So we got 2 brand new fridges in, right? A big double fridge and a single fridge. And he's also got this fridge here as well, which is double fridge, just needs to be repaired. So I think he's trying to get this gas going. That's the only thing that's slowing him down at the moment. Just got to figure out how that works. And then the ovens are all up and running. So this is his space. And myself and Owen have been chatting, and we've been talking about a podcast. Now we've been discussing just like the name of the podcast and the topics. But what we think it's going to be centered around is like self-improvement and, you know, health and fitness and business and just overall kind of helping people live a better life, and all the little things that we would do to do that. Because like if you're in business, you know yourself that, you know, time is a big thing, looking after your body is a big thing, looking after your mind is a big thing, to make sure that you can perform at your best. And you know, it'll apply to people here in the gym as well, because what we're trying to do with people here in the gym is just help them be the best they can be. So help them, you know, eat properly, get a good training program in for them, and make it consistent over time, so that, you know, they feel better about themselves, and you know, their body will change, and you know, they're able to then enjoy life. So that's the podcast. We've got a couple of different names. Like some of them are like totally out there, like really weird and wacky, and others are like a little more serious but like way too general. So we're trying to find a balance between what would be a good name. So if you've got any suggestions for a name for a podcast, leave them in the comment section below. We're kind of thinking along, you know, health, fitness, self-improvement, business, that kind of stuff, casual. So yeah, we'd appreciate the feedback. In other news, I had a whole day of meetings yesterday. First one was at 9:30 in the morning, last one was at 8 o'clock at night. And the very first meeting in the morning was about that DEXA scan. We're very close, okay? It is the 1st of June and the plan is to be moved in this month, okay? So we're moving in this month. I can't exactly say what date because we were given a date, but that date now has changed. Oh, I don't want to see, what I don't want to do is give a date for a move in and then there's a delay and then we've got to push it back. So I just want to, it's going to be this month where we'll be moving stuff in, and by the first week in July we will be 100% up and running here in the new Fit 100, and it's going to be great. Can't wait. So over the next couple of weeks you're also going to see some changes in the Fit 100 branding. So we put a lot of thought into our unique selling point and you know what we want to do at Fit 100, particularly with this move. So obviously physically the place is going to change, but other aspects to it, how we coach people, what we do is going to change as well. So that assessment process is vital to what we do in terms of making our programs, and that assessment process now is going to be so much more detailed, and we're really happy with how that's going. So Fit 100 will obviously stay the same, but the slogan underneath it will change, and some of the branding that we do on social media is going to change. So we've put a lot of thought and planning into that branding, and you're going to see that over our social media platforms now in the next couple of weeks. So there's like one corner in the gym down here, alright, so this is like the back corner, and to be honest it's probably like, it's a little bit out of the way, and we're trying to figure out with this podcast, like where will we record the podcast. So like, this is obviously the back corner, right, and you can see the gym behind me, but the light is really nice, and like we can section off this area, and I think what we're going to do is section off this area and we can use this space for assessments. But if you've ever seen like sports analysts and they sit down at their table and then in behind them is like the stadium, or in behind them is the fans. So we were half thinking of doing our podcast here, where like literally like I'd sit here and Owen would sit here, and we'd have the cameras and we'd have the microphones and we'd record the podcast, and in the background then would be the gym. That was one idea for like a location for the podcast. I don't know what you guys think. It'd be pretty cool, right? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to link Stephen's channel and I'm going to link Owen's channel here. Make sure you go check them out. Owen is our country munch cook, so he's got his kitchen downstairs. Stephen is the head of youth athletic development here. Both of them have YouTube channels, so you're going to see a lot more of their content on my channel and also on Fit 100 in the next couple of weeks. Slán.